Okay, so today we're going deep on this thing with Trump at McDonald's, right?
Yeah, it seems like everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, it's not every day you see a former president flipping burgers.
Definitely not your average campaign stop.
Exactly. So we're going to be looking at like how Fox News, specifically Fox and Friends, covered this whole event.
Sounds good. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they framed it.
Right. Because there's always a spin.
Right, always.
Okay, so the basics. Trump was at this McDonald's in Pennsylvania, Feasterville, Trevose, I think it was.
October 20th.
Yeah, October 20th. And he wasn't just like grabbing a Happy Meal. He's like working the fry station, handing out food,
Full-on apron, the whole bit.
the whole 9 yards. But the thing is, it wasn't just like random people he was serving.
Right, these were like supporters who'd been pre-screened by the Secret Service.
So very staged, you
Yeah.
know, not exactly your everyday McDonald's experience.
Definitely not. And according to the Washington Post, it was a very intentional move by Trump. Like a calculated dig at Kamala Harris.
Because of that whole thing where he claims she never actually worked at McDonald's.
Exactly. He's been pushing that narrative for a while now.
Even though she said she did work there in college.
Right, but he's basically using this stunt to double down on that claim.
And Fox and Friends totally ate it up.
Well, they had some interesting takes, for sure. Lawrence Jones, he called the whole thing touching.
Touching.
Yeah, he even compared a picture of Trump at the drive-thru to that iconic image of him raising his fist after he was almost assassinated.
Wow. Okay. That's a pretty strong comparison.
Right. It almost feels like you're
Right.
trying to make him into some kind of working-class hero.
Yeah, like a man of the people.
Mm.
Which is, a bit of a stretch considering his background.
Definitely. Then you have Brian Kilmeade. He's saying Trump might actually like working at McDonald's again. Like, he likes sales, likes to stay busy, loves the whole fast-paced environment.
It's like they're trying to make him relatable, right, to the average Joe.
Exactly. And then there's Ainsley Earhart. She focused on the feel-good aspects of the whole thing.
Like Trump learning to use the fry machine.
Right, with the help of the McDonald's employees. It's all very carefully crafted.
To appeal to a specific audience.
Exactly. I mean, we know Fox and Friends has a largely pro-Trump viewership.
So this coverage plays right into that, right?
Absolutely. It reinforces those existing feelings.
But they're not really digging into the political motivations behind it all.
Not really. It's presented as more of a heartwarming human interest story.
So the question is, does this actually influence voters?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Like, does it sway anyone who's on the fence? Or does it just strengthen people's existing opinions?
It's hard to say for sure. But it definitely raises some questions about the role of media in shaping public perception, especially around elections.
It's like every time you watch the news, you got to ask yourself, what story are they trying to tell me?
Right.
And who benefits from that story?
Right. Because there's always more to the story than what's on the surface.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to dig deeper and think critically about what we're seeing and hearing.
Exactly. So yeah, food for thought, I guess.
Definitely.